What really turned Sukuna into the King of Curses? Was he always evil, or did the world slowly create the monster we see today? Because the truth is, Sukuna wasn't born a legend, he was born human, and his story is darker than most people realize. Over 1,000 years ago, during the golden age of sorcery, the Heian era, powerful sorcerers ruled Japan. But even among them, one name created fear. A name that would eventually redefine what true power and cruelty look like. That name was Ryomen Sukuna. Sukuna wasn't always the terrifying king of curses. He was born as a human sorcerer, just like Gojo, but his birth itself was unnatural. While still inside his mother's womb, Sukuna consumed his own twin brother just to survive. His mother was starving, and there wasn't enough nutrition for both children. It was survival or death. And from that moment, Sukuna's life began with violence. When he was born, his mother trembled in fear. He wasn't a normal child. He had 4 arms, extra eyes, and overwhelming cursed energy that could be felt from far away. Some believe his parents abandoned him after seeing what he was. This isn't confirmed, but one thing is clear. Sukuna grew up completely alone, and that loneliness shaped him. He learned one brutal lesson very early: people only stay with you when you're useful or weak enough to control. That belief slowly turned into hatred for humanity, and that's where his journey toward becoming the King of Curses truly began. Sukuna was naturally overflowing with cursed energy from birth. As he grew older, his power increased to terrifying levels. To test himself, he began challenging powerful sorcerers across Japan. But these weren't just battles, they were massacres. Anyone who stood before him, human or sorcerer, weak or strong, was killed. Slowly, his name spread everywhere, until one day, the strongest sorcerers of the Heian era united to stop him. 20 of the most powerful fighters challenged a single man. They were confident. They believed numbers would win. They were wrong. Sukuna slaughtered them all. Domains, techniques, ultimate attacks, nothing worked. In the end, he stood alone, surrounded by their bodies. That moment sealed his legend. By the way, if you enjoy deep anime explanations like this and want more character breakdowns, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and lets me make more videos like this for you. Now let's continue. With no enemies left, Sukuna eventually grew bored. No one could challenge him anymore. That's when a mysterious figure named Kenjaku approached him with a plan, a way to bring back the golden age of sorcery using something called the culling game. For Sukuna, this meant new battles, new chaos, new entertainment, so he made a terrifying decision. He split his soul into 20 fingers, turning them into cursed objects so he could return in the future. And 1,000 years later, he did. When Yuji Itadori consumed one of those fingers, Sukuna awakened again. But Yuji wasn't the vessel Sukuna wanted, because Yuji could actually suppress him. Sukuna wanted complete control, and he found it in Megumi Fushiguro. After taking over Megumi's body, Sukuna gained the powerful Ten Shadows technique, and with it, the strongest Shikigami, Mahoraga. This power led to his ultimate battle against Gojo Satoru. Gojo's infinity made him nearly untouchable. Any attack slowed down infinitely before reaching him, but Mahoraga had one terrifying ability: adaptation. It adapted to Gojo's infinity itself. Through this, Sukuna learned how to bypass Gojo's defense and created a new attack, the world-cutting slash. Even after losing his hand, Sukuna used a binding vow to activate the technique without hand signs. Gojo underestimated him, and that single mistake cost him everything. Instead of cutting Gojo directly, Sukuna cut the very space where Gojo existed. And with Gojo's death, Sukuna once again became the strongest being in the world, the true King of Curses. The question is, was he born a monster, or did the world make him one?